Jop. Jsem si to chtěl dlouho zahrát, tuhle hru. Bohužel nebyla čeština. Nějak. Teď jsem zjistil, že už je. Tady je vidět, že už jsem tady to jako nakous kdysi. Ale je tam spousta textů. Tak jsem to prostě vůbec nebyl schopný kloudně hrát, protože tam je toho jako... Je potřeba to prostě pozorně číst. Angličtina, moje angličtina není taková zase, že bych. Tak jsem si fláknul myslitele. To jsem totiž já. Jestli se do zrcadlej, takže aha.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious fermenting.
Vůbec nevím, o co v té hře jde teda, jo, takže...
Grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Prostě dál neexistují. Dobrý.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Yeah.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is only void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
To je špica. Yeah.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. I know you do, baby. I know. Right up, sir. Smooth passage. All right. Nothing town to fuck all borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? Do you really? You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, chef? There's this giant ball there, and evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball. You can't even make out it's a ball when you're juking it out. It's that large. Infinitesimally small. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants... The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Dobrý zatím.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can name a motor carriage.
dobrý. Jasně, tadyhle nějaký. Nahatej ven nepůjdu. Zítře. OK. Prázdná cívka. Magič. A je prázdná. Držet tab. Počkej. Můžu nějak otočit tu mapu? Asi ne. Ne, můžu takhle chodit. Dobře, to můžu tady na těm asi taky. Ve vaně vidíš, láhve. Víno, pivo, sladkéry, no fuj. Nemůže se umýt ten člověk? Teda já. Zítře. Bílá se tady ukáž. To myslí nějaká fusekle? Nebo co to je, kravata?
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
No. Aha. Kostky.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap.
Dobře.
It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie. With a terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your... The lights are off.
Počkej, jak se bere vše? Tohleto jako je co? Nějakým tlačítkem určitě, že jo? Předměty... Jo, to už mám oblečený, aha. Karhoty, levá ruka, klíče. To je inventář, jasně. Aha, hele. Procvič si umění přesvědčovat. Aha. Rychlost reakce. Zvýšit úroveň. Aha, tady se zvyšuje úroveň, chápu. Jasně. Co tam ještě je?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare. It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Hostel a bufet na městském pobřeží naše přístavní dělníci. Není. Akorát svaknout s tím oknem, jestli se nepletu. Nebo jsou tam dveře? Vypadá jako dveře. Hele, pravým myšítkem, tak se mi tadyhle jasně botá. Tadyhle je rozbitý sklo. Já bota levá.
window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in.
Co hledám, ne?
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture.
Yes, yeah.
You're looking for something heavy. At the single green shoe you found.
No jasně, když to říkám, že to byla bota.
Also, congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Čekej, ale tadyhle jsou ještě nějaký... Co je tohle? Ručník, zrcadlo. Moje zrcadlo asi ne. Nad umývadlem.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor, as you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror.
Co se stane?
You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold.
Dobře.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Prodám je, jasně.
Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. It's too late. Like an image.
Dobrý. Tak pojď. Pojď ty starý vožralo. Hele. Rok 51.
Hello, officer.
Ale, důstojníku.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir.
Já mám dojem, že jsem se dostal sem, když jsem to hrál, kdysi dávno. Ale protože tady jsou tak jako krásný obraty a v angličtině já prostě jsem to nedával úplně, no. Sice jsem něco tušil, ale to je málo.
I am, yes. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
No.
Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranye, another part of the world.
Aranye.
It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. Yeah? There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped. A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And I was glad to have been of assistance.
No, už jsem se bál nejhoršího. Nic. Hele, běhám, je to dobrý. Co je tady? Aha. Hele, co ta bota? Letní dveře, jo. No to mělo být někde na balkóně, jsem tam to jako... Jo, to je kuchyň.
As you approach the door leading out of the hostel, the bespectacled man...
Excuse me. I think you may be the person I've been waiting for.
Aha.
On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Aha, prťák. Nebo?
You realize he's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's court. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Ze stromu.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days.
7 dní v kuse!
Go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Aha, co když
I
nejsem
suppose you could
policista?
be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the...
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
He nods.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a...
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever.
OK, jasně. Co je tohle? Pinball, tohle je.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to? The mating rituals aren't the good part, sweetie. I know it's none of my business, but you look like you need someone to take. I suppose all of us do it one time or another. I don't know what I'd do without Morel. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, dear. I'm a
paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal...
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have
a partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence...
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible. Perhaps another time. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Tohle je co za verš? Pro členy odboru. Tohle je moravské propriety. Zajímavý. Jasně.
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Dobrý.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
What? I have no idea what that means. What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
Deníček. S manažerem hotelu najdi svou druhou botu. No jasně.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually...
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you...
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just...
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here, and I'm not going to start work.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having. Ask him about the body's location before he killed him. People give...
Behind this building, that's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police.
This is it.
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away.
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was there something else?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit, you owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next, let's see, 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a... What are you, brain damaged? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? If you run out of money...
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything. You can't arrest me. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance.
Good luck.
Either way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place, one that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Bota. Proč mi to říkalo, že se to v létě neodvírá, když... No a tady někdo ještě...
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes on the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago, your fingers find their way into the shackle. Flick open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick. You slip the plastic ID card just for the record. You find a black paper note. Yum yum. Money. No, he's looking. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. The man doesn't.
You've just picked up...
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up? Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a
Ale tady já se nedostanu, tam ty dveře jsou zavřený. Jako s jednou botou se mi tady nechce chodit. Aha, hele, lavička.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here. That, of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. Well, as you probably know, there's a...
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get...
Thank you.
salts, ammonium salts, perhaps useful for later.
Of course. Where to? It's there. In the yard, right through the hole in the fence.
Even all the way over here. There's a drop of death.
No problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the...
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Hlavní vchod, kurník, ale jak se dostanu na ten... Počkej, to je v prvním patře teda. Takže musím po schodech nahoru. To už jsme se nějak moc vysoko, ne? Nejsme.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and like two baby crocodiles. It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
Když mě zima, já se natopěj.
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
Jsou nechanýho.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the... The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here. He nods. He takes a step toward the door, like it... The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Dobrý. Tak jo. To je dobrý. Fakt je to dobrý.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this.
To není asi studený úplně, tyjo. Jsem taky studený.
Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know to everyone.
Sir, are you okay? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you...
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed. Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far. They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses. Of course, sir. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. And the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Tak, to bylo dál.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real. Cheer up, sir. It's much easier being a fictional character. He doesn't have to deal with real things. Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir. Like in the books.
You failed to deduce any...
Hezky, selhalo.
She waits intently.
Jsem se chtěl využít sedívka.
It's okay, sir.
Počkej, jak se mám vyléčit? Co se stalo?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness.
Aha.
Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eaten them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Fuck me? Please leave the rage you have for after.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now.
Ukončit?
Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers.
No. No.
That woman. When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife.
Co se děje?
It's because the furrows lost.
What? Takže tady odsaď to můžu tady jako načíst, jo. Ty jo. Já jsem v šoku úplně. Mám boty nebo nemám boty? Levá. OK.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling on the counter, rolled out of his open hand. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares. Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook.
No.
The man emits a loud snore. You slip the plastic ID just for the record. You find a black yum-yum. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. The man does not...
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left...
Jo, magnézium, morálka, vyléčit. Kdybych já dával pozor. No, to by bylo něco. Horčíček. Ty jo, a kde mám nástroje, oblečení, předměty, interakce? Tady nic, tady. Nevím, co se to tady děje. Zvýšit úroveň nemůžu, s bábou už se bavit nebudu. Jdu si pro botu. Tak pojď. Chci vzít tu botu. Pojď. Kde to bylo? Tadyhle. A dá se to ukládat i jako tady třeba odsáď? Takhle rychle uložit, hele. Aha. F5. Jasně. Šuplík s ideami, mapa, akce, interakce, no videa. Tak takhle. Taky nejsme úplně v čudu. Co je tohle? Peníze, 0,40. Čekaj, já bych měl mít teda peníze nějaký, že jo? Hlava, sako, košile, kalhoty, levá ruka, náboje, nic. Brýle. Já vím, že jsem ukradl tomu chlapíkovi ty prachy, ne? Tomu tomu dělníkovi. Tak, děvče. Ta diskuze s tebou byla zajímavá, ale...
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of it. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema mode. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools.
The pull-out toolbox slides back, the frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled the soft purr of electrical kittens.
To jsem rád, že jsem to musel hrát celý od začátku.
Over the metropolis, a woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Tady se tady ohnívák potvrdí. Počkej. Počkej. To ne, F5 dám. A? Nic. F5 uložit nic. Nejde. A rychle uložit. Aha. Teď to nejde rychle uložit, to je zajímavé. Asi jsem to rychle uložil.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944.
Je to dobrá hra. Je to dobrý.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
Uh-huh.
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the Union. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gart into this. It's none of your business.
God, why can't you just mind your own business? She mutters.
I already said I don't want to talk about it. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skua, you threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though. Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I'd ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place.
Bože.
Union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2... Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it's gone there.
Ty vole.
I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea, and I don't want to. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. the coolest guy, and then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police.
Policejními dokumenty. Ah.
I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke. The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet. Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing, especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them. Not...
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. The stuffed bird, the great Stua.
Yeah.
Said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. Didn't seem like you had fun doing it. Wait, really? No. This is absolutely not true. No. I was actually flattered. I've always liked him.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him, maybe. Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a second, officer.
Ten 2, 10 5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over. 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10...
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over. You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Bismarck, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Dick Mullen.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ten-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if you...
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. Okay, it's gone. Your gun is my...
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth, and then it becomes it.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over. Stand for, I hear you. I don't have...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking...
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole it.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent.
Request denied, sir. Over. Anything else, sir? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar. The metallic drawer slides out. The pry bar feels nice and cold, useful for opening all the handles. You can do good work. It's robust, lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into it. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't stop.
Translation. We're not going anywhere, right?
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Fellatio, and you're listening to...
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby. Startled right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns.
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe it picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a...
Dobrý je to.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak, or he just likes unusual words.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries.
Ask for his conclusion.
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks, workers got a blockade set.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus,
the RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother. Yes, but do continue. You were asked
anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things, us lorry drivers, camionneurs, Few still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of... They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Don't be a stranger. Scott?
Kam to jdeme?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab.
Já to musím říct tomu barmanovi.
Can I help you? Wait, what? But what about the bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. You broke the skewer!
I assure you it was him.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer? I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to...
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me? Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...?
We were sort of hoping there would be a gun, an expensive jewel, or at least...
Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and a lot. A lot. For a lot. A lot. For the... A lot. Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about what thing. Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loud... They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're...
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and if we don't, we have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking man. If
there are these things called days. You sleep between...
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based question.
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
Počkej, stoj.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be... You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe...
Počkej, co to tady zase bylo? Tady jsem. Proč je červený?
Is in a deep slumber. The worker is in a deep slumber. You gently shake his shoulder, but
hele, vidím, že se někdo kouká se mnou. Tak, jenom bleskově, jo. Já jsem to kdysi nějak zkoušel hrát, dostal jsem se jenom trošičku na začátek. Ale protože mám spousta textu a moje angličtina není zdaleka dokonalá, tak jsem to potom vzdal, ale teď to hraju 1.5 hodiny. A jako je to dobrý, je to fakt dobrý. Prostě probudil jsem se, tohle jsem já, probudil jsem se totálně zbořenej, ožralej v zdemolovaném hotelovém pokoji a pomalu zjišťuju, kdo jsem. Zjistil jsem, že jsem zřejmě policista, tohle je parťák, zřejmě, nebo kolega. A mám tady vyšetřovat vraždu, tadyhle visí, už týden tady visí mrtvola. A no a tak, no, je to dobrý. No, hned se vyleč, ale jak se? Počkej, jak se léčí, hned se vyleč. Tím. Hned se vyleč.
Despair creeps into you.
Zoufalství. Nechci. Tím.
You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step.
Nechci. Načíst. Tohle. Načíst. Jasně. Vyleč. Můžu se vylečit, ale já potřebuji vidět jak. Mám mít ten, jak se to jmenuje? Zdraví 2, bonusy z ideí nic. %. Ale léčí se, akce, interakce s výrazným přiblížit, oddálit, pauza, nástroje, látky během rozhovoru, citlivě výbav se ještě přepožděl. Získají zkušenosti, body dovednosti, ověření dovednosti s morálkou dej si body do vůle. No ale spánek ti vyléčí po 21. hodině. Jak se léčí, to nevím. Tady?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. This button looks new, but someone has removed...
This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence.
Čekej, ale... Aha, pozor. Hele, Digital Banana. Hello, Digital Banana. Já myslím, že to tady to řádí ta hra. Digital Banana. No, to bude teda ještě peklíčko. Zaplať za škody, no. Ale on nechtěl. Tohle je hotový. Zaplať za škody není hotový, no. Ale nemám prachy. Není nakonec ještě ta pistole v tom? Říkal, že jsem nějaký dokumenty policejní naházel do záchoda, tak třeba tam budou. No. Co ta buchta? Ta nás se vykopne.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Tak nic. Tak pojď. Jdem se podívat. Kde je ten hajzlik nějaký? Co je tohle? Jasně. Tady není záchod, ale no, to je právě blbý. Se nedá otočit tohleto, ne. Sakra.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Kolik je? 5:40, jako furt je 5:40? Ne, 10:47.
The window stands broken in its frame.
Co je to za čas teda, 10:47? Proč tady 5:40? Jako budík, nebo co to je tohle? Podívej se ven.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's the morning light hurts your eyes.
Aha, díky, čas ve hře, ne v reálu. díky. Teď jsem se koukal právě, ale mám hodiny, no, tak jsem taky zjistil, že není. V reálu je. Tolik už, jo. Ty jo. Tak já jdu dolů teda. Banánku děkuju za zprávu. Ale to jsme neprobudili, s babčou jsem mluvil. Ale...
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used of clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals, based the contemporary periods.
Akorát nevím, máš hlad? Jo, já mám hlad. Já mám hlad, ale... A tady ten detektiv má asi taky hlad. Čekat, ale já nevím totiž, jak se tady... Dá se tady jíst taky, nebo nedá, co? Tady se dá odpočívat, vlastně tím se tam dobíjejí ty... A já jsem někde tady sebral... Už aspoň myslím, že jsem sebral tadyhle tomu dělníkovi. Tomuhle. Jsem sebral...
Is in a deep slumber.
No, jsem sebral...
The counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is.
Dá se odpočívat jenom, jasně. Že jsem mu sebral horčík. A tadyhle, když jsem potom vlez na ten dvůr, co tam je, ta mrtvola, co tam visí, tak jsem najednou prostě, že prý se ho léčit, ale já nevím, jak se tady léčit, jo. Je čas na skleničku.
Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your message pathway worried there.
No jo,
ale... Not thinking about drinking all that time. Maybe later. Right now, motherfucker. What happened, man? Get your drink on and your...
Chceš jich chlast a vypij ho? Jako fakt? To jako fakt? Já myslel, že budu... Klikneš nad tím obrázkem postavit na ten kříž vlevo, ale... Zdraví, dobytí 0, aha, tady nemá žádný léčení. Tak to je, se léčí tím chlastem? No tak jako v téhle hře to možný je. Vedle toho je morálka, to je tady. Dobytí 1. Tak to byla ta morálka vlastně, co mi, aha, protože on propadl nějakým šíleným depresím a až mi tec, že jo. Já jsem naštěstí si to potom nahrál, teda uložený to bylo. Vzít vše. Hele, nosopec, zdraví. Šup. Získat léčivý předmět. Joj, léčivý předmět máme. A co s tím chlastem teda? No. Teď jsem se bral jedno léčení, přesně tak. To jsem taky postřeh. Jenže tenhle mi nenaleje, já mu dlužím.
Can I help you? Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this...
It's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie? And am I smiling? Smiling and shaking my little shaker?
Jo, to je dobrý.
Do you know why? That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Play it calm.
You
need a drink to help the community.
Jsem detektiv na alkohol. Tak, správně.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple? Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it. Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. Yes?
Je barvan, že jo?
Can I help you?
No tak. Jo, a teď už mi to nenabízí možnost. Keca. Jasně. Já mu to vyžehlil s tou buchtou, nashledanou. Já mu to vyžehlil s tou buchtou a on jako takhle, jo. To je teda šmejdisko. Ale tadyhle někde přece, jak byla ta flaška, tak mě to jako nabízelo, že ji aspoň volíznu a teď už ji ani nevolíznu. Jo, češtinu, jak jsem tam dal, no je to jednoduchý. Teda teď už je to jednoduchý. Udělal jsem trošičku googlení a našel jsem to tady možná ještě někde mám, tady. Jo, tak já to umím, dobrý. Tak jo. OK. Češtinu jsem si tam dal, no. Bez té jsem to vůbec nebyl schopný hrát, i když trošku anglicky umím. Tak ono je to takový jako hodně upovídaný, a jako hezky upovídaný. A nemusíš mě vůbec vykat, prosím tě. No, spousta textu, ale ten text je dobrý, mně se to právě hrozně líbí. Ten text je fakt jako přijde mi, že má smysl a dokonce i ten překlad je jako dobře se to čte. Hele, flaška. Ne, nic. Hele, a tak teď, když mám léčení, ten příběh případu je dobrý, jasně. Je to dobrý, no. Jako... Proč je tohle žlutý?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza.
Pneumatik. Vysoká šance, no tak to se...
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown that took place some days ago.
Jazykem spálené gumino, to je krásně napsaný přece, že jo? Hele, start, couvání, točení. Dobrý, to se mi fakt líbí. Yes.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there and then accelerated straight into the fence, left the hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria man. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building.
Teď jsem se na to chtěl zeptat, jestli si to dohrál. A jo, dobrý, nerať. Jako, hele, já kdybych se dostal do nějakých jako situace a opravdu jsem tam jako skejsnul, tak třeba bych se zeptal, ale dobrý.
Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
Já mám v noze křeč. Auto projelo potem, má to nějakou... Jo, ty vado. No, může to mít souvislost s případem.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen.
To je jasný, no.
With the jam right here on the roundabout.
No.
I would keep them separate.
Může a nemusí, to ještě jako
nevíme. You could follow the track south.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage friendly city.
No a teď já přijdu k té mrtvolé a teď budu potřebovat teda potom, tadyhle na to se dá jako kliknout, že jo, dobít. Zdraví, morálku asi, doufám, protože já jsem tam nenašel nikde, jo. Co je tohle, hele? R jako rum. Světlo na cestu, ty jo. No a tadyhle visí ten mrtvej. Tady mladý se normálně u toho tam hází šutrama nebo co. Jo, kuno, dojeb ho. Jo, on hází na něj šutrama. Hele, Kuno.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Pěkné, je to plné, tím by se to vyplýtvalo. Jasně. Jo, vlastně já to vidím pod tím, ty udelníčky, díkes. Kuno je pěkný hajzl, to je pravda. A on i vypadá tak jako nepříjemně. Ošklivé dítě. Jo.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
To já ti dám, děti mě ignoruj.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high.
Jasně, no. No, to jsem chtěl říct, no.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
Už mu jí to ubal jednu.
Shit himself?
The rake, Kuno!
Hrábě?
You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Tak se ho zeptám, jestli jsou sourozenci, ale... Jo, pardon.
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're...
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there?
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
The fuck are you calling a third person?
Yes.
The fucking...
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Ta-da.
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before...
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may just appeal to his reason.
Help! Misters! He's flashing, Kuno! He's Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch. You're gonna be...
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper. You don't know where I come...
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Legendární obtížnost, no to jako jasně mizivá šance.
Right, pig, this is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Shitload, pig. What's your
Jasně.
This is where you quickly ask him questions.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty...
You're testing Kuno's patience.
Get lost,
Kuno doesn't fuck...
Tak, automatické ukládání je prima. Dětský žebříky vratky. Ve skladníku se někdo snaží.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Osm párů bot, což znamená 8 lidí.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46.
Hele, banánku, já se jdu postavit na kafe, hned přijdu. Tak jestli to, tak když tak chvilinku vydrž, malinkou. Já budu zpátky v cokoletu. Tak, jsem tady zpátky i s kafem. Tak, standardní procedurní ocelové zeštílené špičky číslo 46. Takže chlap ský zřejmě.
Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3.
Ještě menší.
Work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43.
To znamená, že bude asi trošku dražší ta bota.
Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prince apart at 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Jsou nejmenší. 41. To je docela, no, jako mohl by to být i chlap, no. Ale... ženská taky, podle mě.
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gate is undeveloped.
No, jsem to dobrý, to jo.
It's as if the whole world,
Ježišmarja, svět potemněl, už je to tady zase.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46.
46.
But the imprints are
dvakrát hlubší, jasně.
The weight exceeds 200
To
kilograms.
znamená, ten někoho nesl. Ha! Nebo něco nesl.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44.
Pravá je hladší.
There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
Takže jí víc šoupal, kulhal možná.
How many?
Taky piju kafíčko. Kouřím, ty kouříš, jo? Já nekouřím teda. Tak. Mě to tak upřímně vyděsilo teda, jo? Ale to je v pohodě. Kolik průčích se mi pochyb? 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
20? Jako 20 chlapů? Čeho 20? Kolik? Osm, no, jasně, tady jsou ty stopy. Stejní chlapi chodili sem tam.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Lehký krok, někdo těžký, jasně. Lehčí než druhá.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people,
No, jasně,
one
že
carrying the other who's tied up?
No,
Let's say
určitě.
a heavily built
Mohlo,
worker
mohlo,
carrying
ale
a similarly built,
jistý to
soon-to-be
není.
dead man.
Mňam, mňam, mňam.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of
Mohlo to
living
být?
weight is unlikely.
To taky mohlo být.
From here,
Extrémní
the
obezní.
boots the victim wears.
A já myslím, že extrémně obezní lidi chodí jinak. Že mají ty stopy dál od sebe, si myslím. Protože budou mít i zřejmě extrémně obézní stehna. Ty boty, které mám být na sobě.
It's bad, very bad. Before you can heave, the wind changes direction again. The greenhouse plastic flapping in its
Ale je
gusts.
to fakt dobrý.
He appears
Já jsem si na začátku říkal, že to tak jako možná odehraju půl hodiny, hodinu a to, ale jako líbí se mi to.
Are any of the other prints deep enough?
Obrněnou obuv. Nebyl.
An obese person is becoming less likely.
Asi jo.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Proč ho museli nést? No, protože asi už byl třeba mrtvej. Nebo vím,
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the
jo,
ground.
jo, tady vedle mě sedí kočka Jessinka a domáhá se hlazení, víš, tak tady občas tou mojí levou rukou tady takhle šmátrám, no to není vidět. třeba, no.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration.
Ale jako na nosítkách.
What else can you see?
Lehký krok.
A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Vidíš, to mě nenapadlo, že by to byl truhlář třeba. Truhlář. Jako někdo, kdo vykonává jako opakující se úkon nějaký, to jo, bubeník.
A drummer only uses their right foot for the kick drum. You're right, it's stupid. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear on the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Plyn, možná jako jo.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Kolem té dopravní zácpy.
A week, maybe? 7 days would
No,
fit
to
the
je
time frame
odpovídalo.
provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good...
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree.
Hele, jak tam bylo o tom žebříčku, že by to jako dítě, jo. Vsadil bych se, že ten provaz tam uvázel tenhle zmetek.
Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's
either way. What else?
Co je tohle? Naviják, rozový, tohle je.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
To se dějou věci teda. Aha, hele. Ukládám. Nebo ne? Zatím ne, tak pokračovat.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Teď jsem si to uvědomil. Tohle, ještě se podívám, co je tohle. Haló. Čekej, kam běžíš? Kam běžíš? Frantiku. No vydá horčík jsme našli. Ale já jsem se chtěl podívat tam. Nic, tak jdem dovnitř teda, no. Já myslel, že se podívám tadyhle, ne? Tady na tohle. A ne, někam tamhle. Tak pojď.
still my beating heart. It's amphetamine.
Sladký.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good, vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Slyšel jsem, že amfetaminy z vás udělali opravdu dobrého detektiva. Jste opravdu dobrý detektiv.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret...
Počkej, tak já chci ještě to prozkoumat ten talíř víc. Už nejde. Jdi cesty nebo se poser. Vypadá muzikálně.
Yes?
Oh. Kabátek. Počkej, kam jdete, kluci? Aha, hele. Takhle se tam jde.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump.
Yeah, you
should some track and field in your day. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
Hele, rozbitá tlama.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a
morálka je tohle?
Shit. I'm failing.
Hey, what happened? I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better.
Jsem teda vyplejtval to? Jednu morálku.
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking, or it could be that we are just exploring.
Hele. Cviče. Všechno. Hejle, ještě. Teda je málo peněz, co? Léčivý předmět, výborně, tak to je dobrá zpráva. Nechoď tam.
With possible RCM, the wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at an enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
Co je? Tyhle dveře se brzy zhroutí, aha. Jsou nějaký OK, tak. Se dostaneme. Tadyhle jsou nějaké dveře, co se brzy zhroutějí. Jasně. No. No. Jsou teda slabý peníze. Samý drobný. Tadyhle bych se chtěl podívat. Hele. Horčík. Peníze.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them, you seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists its neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
What do you see?
Jo, to jsou ty stopy, jasně, to nic. Tady se nedá projít někam, asi ne? Tak nic, tak jdeme nějak zase pryč. Tadyhle, hele.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid as just a trash container. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that.
We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from... We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has...
This Postlavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8. The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and the mail collection box seems cathartic.
Morálka zvýšena o 0.
You shudder. Then you swallow.
Tady s paní jsme se už bavili při minulým tom.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I... We don't see a lot of police...
Tady s panem řidičem jsem se taky bavil. Tady se
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just for Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what... Okay, well, we are police officers. It is our job to find the killer. So that's what I intend to do. You should try. I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. We should... If you want my take, ask later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? No. It's not a particularly mysterious. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem good point. Martin.
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Actually, it does have to be murder.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even. He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit, then hit him with good.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul.
Asi si půjdu uvařit nějaký oběd. Jestli tady ještě
seš. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. Yes, Al-Ghul.
He means alcohol.
Correct, my small skull servant. Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmy...
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
Yes, yeah.
This is a fabrication the alchemists of Yizot, and why don't you have another drink? Your features are not yet congenitally deformed enough.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Measurehead.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is begging for help, attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You gave the world eugenics, electricité, and powerful weapons of war. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity. By inviting, bring your troops to the Simonine Island. The walls will be lined with...
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshahed's race theory. He would take you the best idea. Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayrite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on? Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite. A receding genetic pool has led them on. You know them by the names of their nation states.
Mahun is a derogative term for first world people of Gotvaldian descent. They do not. In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades.
The Maun are proof that...
Let's be honest, not a good Satori.
The Vespertines and Messenians, the other large...
Doufám, že tyhle informace nebudu potřebovat nikdy, teda jako jo.
Sibom is as proven by the Maun and the Mesk. Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite...
Wait, didn't Ema...
The Areopagites, the latter is perfect. You need to know...
Yeah, you have to have...
You need to know...
Yeah.
The Koikos of Grad. You go.
To an untrained pinkness is the Koiko.
Wouldn't he be one for F...
Its leaders will be ever surely...
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what?
The revolution came to the revolution. Enough of Tibet, mediocre.
Já chci pryč z toho rozhovoru. Co mám dělat?
Tips, say F. Lesser rate the mosquito.
It seems unlikely that 2...
Yes. It is cruel to... You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first... We will see.
It's important for our investigation. But there may...
You need to internalize what you have heard here today. Then return to me.
No, to jsem mohl tušit, tohle.
Instantly. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
Nic. Tak jsme si pěkně popovídali tady s hlavoměrem a já mám z toho hlavu normálně jak se říká jako pátrací balón. Vůbec nevím, která bije.
You escape now? Good one, officer. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less.
Psst. Show him your stolen card. Now has arrived the perfect moment.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
Já musím to si uvařit něco, nebo umřu tady. Rychle uložit. Nemůžu. Odejít. Teď můžu. Tak. skoro 2,5 hodiny to tady hraju. To jsem teda téměř svůj vlastní rekordman. Ale je to dobrý. Je to dobrý, akorát už si musím trošku zase najíst a tak podobně. Odpočinout. Čerpat cíly. Tak dám ještě jednou. Uložit hru, když to tam mám. Dobře, uložit. Tady mám dva dobytí, 2 dobytí. Tadyhle mám plnou tašku. Karta přístavního dělníka. No, to by snad jako... Počkej. To nejde takhle, že bych to hodil do levé ruky. Pohlednice. Tohle, náboje nic, krk, brýle, nic. Bonusy z předmětu. Plus, tady je -1, -2, kočičí mršnost, tam jsme dopadli, jak sedláci u vatrlo. Vystupuj pistoli, no, to jsme nevystupovali. Sežeď chlast a vypr... Ty jo, no to je ještě spousta úkolů a my tady putujeme kdo ví kam. Hotový máme jenom 1, 2, 3, 4. Jasně. Ale aktivních máme mraky, kdo čurá nejdál, no. Aha, zeptej se na to, Kima, vidíš to. Co je rasa Enigma? Hraje moc nahlas a ty si moc potichu. Moc nahlas a já se moc potichu, jo. To je zajímavý. Díky za zprávu, protože mě to tady jako můj mikrofon tady vidím, že mě lítá jako do červeného. Tak já si to nějak... Já si podívám, hele, až to ukončím teďkon, tak se podívám na to. A nějaký záznam a když tak to pošteluju, no. To je jasný. Hele, děkuju. Díkes. Tak zatím. Ahoj. Čau, čau. Jo. A jde se něco sníst a tak podobně. Tak zatím. Ahoj.